if we had like a live audience, you guys would be hearing like a lot of
You
crazy
guys will be saying,
You need to leave.
y'all will be saying, that's
You
a
guys need to
fact.
leave.
You need to leave.
Things he says on a daily basis.
You need to leave.
I won't be
Yes.
surprised if somebody clipped this
Mhm.
like that. You say you need to leave and use that as a meme.
Me saying it?
Yeah, you
I'm
need to
weak.
leave.
I mean, people, yeah.
You need to leave.
I mean, me will be saying the thing about the voice. Yeah, that guy, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like, wait. Even this is a good thing. You can record yourself because that guy was asking about you.
Nah, stop, bro. Stop.
Bro.
Oh, shut up.
You want to tell them or do you want me to tell them?
Shut up.
Wait, guys. You really want to hear what?
Okay, what he's trying to say is that there are a couple people, specific,
Okay,
the male gender.
No. Let me backtrack. So we made our first episode, and hit the drum roll. We posted it. Let's go. We finally posted our first episode,
Okay.
and we're finally doing our second. So
Okay.
it's coming out. And then I'm just in my room, and this guy texts me, he's like, "Bro, let's come shoot our second episode." And then he drops a bomb on me. He's like, "Bro, boom. Now you can pick it up from there." Since I've given them the prelude of the story.
Okay, moral of the story, there was a gentleman online who was complimenting my voice.
Please, you want to tell the story? Okay, sorry. Complimenting. Let's go. Sorry.
There was a gentleman online complimenting my voice in very odd fashion. A couple of them have, but this one specifically was a very that's a new one. I've never heard the things that Buddy was saying. I appreciate the love, but
so this guy decided to come here looking gangster. So like the guy will know that he's not for that kind
what
of
are you
stuff.
talking about? Anywho, are we done? Are we done talking about it?
No.
We done talking about it. What else is there to know?
So basically, the guy was like,
You ain't gotta get into the no. We don't gotta get into specifics. Don't worry about
okay.
that. No.
He doesn't want to do. If you want to know, just post it in the comments. I want to know, and then Edgar will definitely tell you in the next episode.
Can I introduce myself? Bro?
Yeah, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, can we get started?
Oh, yes, we can get started.
Fantastic, Harold. I appreciate it.
We can get started.
Welcome to the Get Down podcast.
How many welcomes must you say? Just say
I
welcome
must
to
say
the Get Down.
1,000 if I got to. What's your problem?
Welcome to the Get Down podcast.
You want to start it? You want to host it?
You can go.
Okay, then what's up?
Okay. I say welcome 3 times.
To the Get Down podcast.
Uh-huh.
Your host for today, Edgar or Kofi. And you have this guy.
I'm Harold. As always.
The one with the questions and the things that y'all be loving to hear, the stories and things of that nature.
Yes, sir.
If you're new here, welcome you with open arms. If you're returning, love you with open arms. We appreciate y'all for the support and for making sure y'all tap in. So before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. It really helps us grow. It really helps us figure out what we need to improve on and things of that nature. So today, Harold, what you got for us?
I got many things.
You got many things. Okay, talk to me.
Many things.
Okay.
All right. So today we are starting with a Q&A.
A Q&A.
Q&A, questions and answers. Because I know like you guys have a lot of questions. And I've also been thinking about what you guys have been thinking about. So I've also been thinking about that. I'm bringing it here so we can all think about it. Get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go.
Unfortunately, I do.
So, and I won't lie. I've been in this scenario before. But I was walking home from school and I was listening to these 2 lovely people having a conversation. Sorry, I was eavesdropping. It's not my fault. My ears are too big enough. But Q&A.
I love the self-awareness, by the way, but continue.
Would you unfollow all the girls on Instagram because your girlfriend asked you to?
would I unfollow all the girls on Instagram because my girlfriend asked me to? What's the reason? Is what I'm trying to say. Because if it's like people, for example,
No, first, would you unfollow? Yes or no?
there has to be a backstory. If she asked me, yeah, because those ties and relationships don't, to me, they're not as important as my relationship with my lady. But
so you would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll lean more towards the yes, but it also comes with the saying like, why are you asking me to unfollow me? I understand if it's like specific accounts that you may feel like I shouldn't be following them, like people maybe posting thirst traps or people that maybe from past relationships the person has done stuff with those people that you may not. I understand that, but if it's solely just because of like, say,
she wants you to.
Yeah, and there's no other reason involved. First of all, is she willing to do the same thing? That's my thing. If she's willing to do the same thing, then sure. But if it's not, then I will not feel the best about it. Yeah. Why? What about you?
Oh my goodness. Listen, guys, I will lie. I've been in this scenario before.
Okay.
And I don't want to be in this scenario ever again. Because I don't know if you remember the girl I told you about.
I remember. I remember. I'm sure that's what made you even ask me this question.
No. Because like I heard those like the two people, like I said, talking about the story, like talking about it. I was like, this would be really nice question because I understand maybe from both sides. When people are kind of like feeling, kind of like maybe they've had a situation before where they feel like somebody in the like in their boyfriend or girlfriend's following DM them and then something starts up from there. But I feel like that was the past, and if you want to come like start a new relationship, it has to be built on trust. Because without trust, like there's nothing there at all. And so like I've been in this situation where the girl was like unfollow everybody, and I had to unfollow like everybody.
Was she willing to do the same thing?
Nope.
So that's a problem.
But the funny thing is that when I confronted her about it, she was like, "Well, I don't even follow much guys," so I started to go to her following, and truthfully enough, she was not following like much guys. But I'm like, I have a lot of friends who are girls, and so I'm like, why do I have to unfollow everybody, even people who are not like even my age group? I'm like, that's kind of weird, and I'm like, bro, it's uncomfortable because you don't trust me in the first place to understand that it's a you and I situation that you want me to unfollow everybody because the two, like I'm saying, the two people who were talking about it, the guy was like, oh, I went on a double date with this guy, and for some reason he unfollowed me because his girlfriend was like, he has to unfollow everyone, and I'm like, wow. I understand some guys do that, but yeah, like I don't know. I don't know about you guys. Drop your comments, drop your stuff, like, bro. But I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean, granted, at the end of the day, it's all about communication, trust, like you said, and understanding. I believe if it's new people after you started dating a person, and it's people that are like, say, you're like dating someone, and you start following new girls that post things that are revealing, those traps and things like that.
Then a question comes there.
Then you can understand as to why they'll say, "Why you follow this person and follow them?" That, and that one, I don't think if you really care about your partner, you should not have any kind of excuse as to why you can defend why you follow that person.
No,
unless they saved your life or something, or they did some big thing for you. I don't see how you can defend that.
Wait,
I'm being serious.
wait, how did?
Unless they saved your life or they like did you a crazy
was
thing.
like the person like choking for air? They was like,
But I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, like, if it's not that, there's no real reason as to why you can defend that kind of behavior. So that's just my take on it. If you're really locked in with your partner, if you really care about this specific person, nothing should keep you from, proving that loyalty to them.
Yeah.
When it comes to other people, that's just the way I see it. Your lady say, "Hey, what's wrong? Why are you following this, that, and the third person?" Goodbye. Respectfully, I wish nothing against you, but this person right here is more important to me than Instagram or Twitter or whatever TikTok follow. That's just the way I see it personally. So
yeah, and I feel like if you have if in order for the person to, like I said, I was talking about trust, but now I'm thinking about, I'm like, in order for the person to trust you, you also have to kind of like show a level of I don't know what like, you have to show a level that the person can start to use that level to trust you, if that makes sense.
you're talking about like defy a little bit when something, like in this situation, for example, defy a little bit so that the person can see that they can trust you.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's almost like you're not being sketchy. You're not being sketchy about the things you do, but you're being open. You're being, you're communicating with, your partner. You're communicating with whoever you're with, so the person can, okay, like, this guy is not somebody who is just going to, go behind me and mess up or anything. And so I kind of get that kind of perspective.
Communication, I'm always gonna say, is the name of the game when it comes to friendships, relationships, situationships, shipships, anything.
What situationships do they need communication?
Bro, what? Yes, anything. Harold, anything needs communication. From top to bottom. It could be marriage to best friends or friends or pen pals. From marriage to pen pals, it don't matter where you are in that. Communication is the name of the game to me. Communication will make or break your relationships or whatever the case may be with anybody. With me, say you and I are in a issue, having an issue, and we don't speak for a couple of days. Do you think that it's gonna be like, oh, okay, we're okay now, or do you think it's like, nah, this guy hates me more now?
This guy hates me more.
Okay, right, because there's lack of communication. Yeah. That's just the way it is. So communication is the name of the game. It could be with that, it could be with girlfriends, boyfriends, colleagues, bosses, all that. Communication is the name of the game. People just don't prioritize that because ego and stuff like that comes into it. At the end of the day, do you want it to work out or not? If you want it to work out, in my opinion, you will forego your ego and communicate. Communicate. Sometimes things don't go the way, and it's just the way it is. But communication can always make or break a situation.
Makes sense.
Or the lack of it.
That I agree on. Yeah. I definitely agree on. Sometimes I feel like moving on to our next question, I feel like sometimes and it's crazy because I'm a guy, and I've always been saying that, like, ever since I was born, I'm always like, if I should die tomorrow and I should be reborn, I want to be born a guy.
Like, I want to come as a butterfly. I'm telling you, I'm done being human, man. Y'all boys tripping, bro. Some of the things y'all boys are doing is insane. I'm telling you, I'm coming back as a butterfly. I'm flying like this, bro. Oh, my little antennas up here, boy. I'm not a butterfly.
No, because, like, and let me be specific. Not only a guy. I want to come as a black person. I am black through and through. Every day, all day. Because
we can tell.
What do you mean can tell?
Just we can tell.
Is it? These are the kind of guys who are like Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle who?
Uncle Ruckus.
Bro, I'm probably black too. What are you talking about, boy? Nah, Ruckus be tripping.
You know what Uncle Ruckus is?
These white folks, bro. You don't know what Uncle is, bro. These white folks, man. No, I'm not one of them. I'm proud of who I am. That's a fact.
Like, I want to be born black, a black guy, like every day, all day.
You won't change a single thing. Dressing,
nothing.
Glasses,
the black
hairline. I'm sorry. I think you should look into changing that. I'm sorry. I'm weak. I apologize. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's late over here. When it get late, I get like troopy. I apologize. Go ahead, go ahead. My fault. I mean, my fault.
Hmm.
No, let's not pretend like you didn't clown me before we started this. No, exactly.
Seriously, you guys. I feel like you guys. I think we should start selling tickets for you guys to come and sit down here and listen to us talk
I'm weak.
because you guys be hearing some crazy stuff like.
That wasn't even crazy. That wasn't even crazy. Man, get back to the stuff. What we talking about?
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so what happened was wait. I'm jumping.
Your next question.
I'm jumping. Sorry. The next question.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm happy to be a guy,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some instances,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes I hear something, and I'm like,
You don't want to be a guy?
should I?
Should you what?
Should I want to like to be reborn as a guy?
Bro, okay.
Because I don't know the guys we're getting in 2025, Gen Z children,
Right.
Gen Z. Oh, child.
Makes us regret a lot. Right.
Anyway, quick question: what's the craziest thing you've ever heard a guy has done?
The craziest thing a guy's ever done.
Like think far,
A guy has ever
think
done?
madness. The craziest thing a guy has ever done,
Like just in general?
just in general, or something that you think a guy like somebody who doesn't have sense would do.
It could be positive or negative, it don't matter. Are you talking about like what a guy's done to a woman or what a
What?
woman?
Let me specify. Sorry. What's the craziest thing you've heard a guy has done to a woman?
Okay, there you go.
That when you hear about it, you're like,
I wish I wasn't part of you guys.
exactly.
Drug or roofie someone to take advantage of them. I would say that. You know what that means? Okay, roof is when you drug somebody to take advantage of them in a public area, sometimes in
Like,
private.
well, like the ones they do in the movies.
Yeah, so like say you go out and there's a woman in the club or in the wherever setting. Usually it involves alcohol. They will put something in the drink to have them a little bit more of edge so that they can come in and take advantage of them. That's the craziest thing. Which,
I feel like we should have had a lady in this discussion so we can ask her
right.
on the opposite
Do
side.
you know any?
Except for my girlfriend, I don't know. I know a couple of people. Yeah, you see this guy? He was trying to catch me in a trap. I was
I go lie, I set that joke up
I'm two
perfectly.
steps out of this guy.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so
Same.
this girl was telling me a story, and I don't know why every time I'm in the midst of people telling me the craziest things ever, like the craziest things that happen to them, I'm like, I don't even know how I get to that stage. Mind you, my best friend is even worse. Like the things he hears, I'm like, bro.
Are you talking about the stories that you hear?
The stories. I'm like, the two of us are like attracted to so many crazy stories. I'm like, bro, we need to share the stories. Anyway, this girl was telling me about this story. Like all our girls that we talk about here, we're gonna call them Eve. So Eve, so Eve was telling me this story, and she was like, um, she was in class, and then we were like, having a lesson and everything. And the instructor was like, okay, you guys should discuss this topic among yourselves and stuff like that. And she was discussing stuff with this guy, and for some reason, this guy thought the energy she was giving was, flirtatious and everything.
Why do guys think that if a person's being nice, vice versa? Why do guys think that if a girl's being nice, they take that as flirting? And why do girls think if a guy's being nice, they take that as like he wants me? Like Michael B. Jordan, my twin, said.
Your what?
Bro, y'all see it, man. Y'all tripping. You tripping. You see it. You see it. You just tripping. You just chatting right now.
Your what?
For sure.
Do you need me to bring a barrel for you?
For sure. You done? Michael B. Jordan. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely set myself up for that one. But anywho, like Michael B. Jordan once said, not every guy is trying to like take advantage of you and stuff like that. Not every guy is trying to, I'm saying, date you, whatever. Some guys were just raised to be gentlemen, and vice versa. Some people were just taught to be ladies. I mean,
there are nice guys like us who when we're doing something.
Nice, bro. I'll bite. Real talk. I'll bite.
Michael B. Jordan's tweet.
Are you finished? Are you done?
Who
In Balkan.
if you say you are Uncle Rocket's twin, that one I understand. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Let me not start. Let me start. Chat, I'm being nice, man. Let me be chill. Let me chill. Let me be quiet.
Anyway, what happened was
you look like the Ghanaian Pop Smoke. I'm just gonna put it that way. Y'all can go do your research on what Buddy Boy looked like, but word.
I don't even know where that guy came from.
Dog, I woke up. KSS, could you show them the article? I see Buddy as what do you pull? Show the way I said.
What was even killing me was the part that they asked him, so what is Pop Smoke's favorite food?
Or pet chicken. You like chicken fried and they eat macaroni. I said, what?
Hey! And they said, so you.
I mean, you very well could have liked it, but well, you don't know that.
Me, what cracked me up was the part like they asked him, so what's your favorite food?
Right.
And he was like, banku with like.
Yes, bro. And then everyone in the studio was laughing.
I'm like,
yeah. I mean, he's another fact. What he said was, I'm actually it's because I'm in Ghana. That's why I like banquets. But abroad, when I was in Pop Smoke's body, for those who don't know what we're talking about, there's a guy who's trending. Shouts out to you, bro. You did a fantastic job. I see what you're doing.
No, it's making Ghana look like a party.
Bro, Ghana ain't real. Hey! After I saw that video, Ghana's not real. But moral story, there's a guy from where we from called Ghana, Accra. It's located in West Africa. For those who don't know where it's at, the little hammer part. Is that little V area? That's where Ghana is. There's a guy who's currently trending in that region, and he goes by the Ghanaian Pop Smoke. He claims he has passed away. Pop Smoke died in 2020. R.I.P. to the womb. He claims he died, and now he's reincarnated in the Ghanaian.
Well, how was he reincarnated in just how many years?
Bro, I don't even get into all that. We already know what he's chatting, but anywho, he's talking about he's reincarnated, and yeah, Buddy Boy is taking Ghana by storm. Singing all the Pop Smoke songs.
I wonder who was the first person to give him a mic.
I wonder who was the first person to tell him, "Yo, like, keep going." That's what I wonder.
I feel like
I mean, got clout those.
Because in high school, I feel like this what happened. Maybe they gave him the nickname of Pop Smoke or something.
He sounds nothing like
Pop Smoke. I think if you say you, because like you have the good bass. Yeah, like you have the good bass, like the kind of voice.
What does that sound like? Would that supposed to be me?
Yeah.
Boy, don't shut up, boy. I'll backhand you, bro. Fix your hairline right now, boy. You quiet. Now you quiet. Yeah. Now you quiet.
My hairline is fine. You
got me trying to make me sound like I'm freaking Batman. I'm not Batman, bro. Me.
Go do that recording for that, guys.
What? Anyway, we staying on topic way too much. Get back on topic.
Anyway, so what happened was the guy thought she was flirting with him, and so in response, guess what? He sniffs her hand. And I'm like,
come again?
He sniffs her hand. Like,
what do you mean? He took her hand and went like it's cocaine.
Like cocaine.
For what reason? Harold? Was the reason he did the Harold?
What?
I'm sure maybe I'm asking if Eve told you. I'm just asking.
She said she doesn't know. Like,
is he completely sane? He's fine. Everything good.
He's fine. Everything good.
So smart. So solid.
Good.
Okay.
Now I asked the question. So where's this guy from?
That's what I want to know.
And she's like, "Oh, he's a Latino." I'm like, "What? For real? Okay." I wasn't expecting that from a Latino. Like Latinos out there, you guys are my G's, and I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why he did that. You guys can beat him up later, but I don't know.
I refuse to get canceled, so I'm quiet. Continue.
Cancelled for what?
Now, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, okay. Anyway,
I'm not saying zilch.
anyway. So the guy sniffed his hand, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
come on, I've heard some crazy stuff, but
What makes you even sniff a person's hand, though? That's okay.
that's the question.
Hmm.
That's the question.
Okay, that's your thing, bro. Shouts out to you. If it's working for you, great. Probably not working for you, but if it is, great. But anyway, continue.
I feel like I want to become a butterfly.
Yeah, you want to be a butterfly as
I
well?
want to be a butterfly.
I'm telling you.
Because I don't understand you guys for real. I don't understand you
Not a
guys at
single
all.
clue. Not a single clue.
I don't understand you guys at all. Bruh. I feel like we can even just end the podcast because I can't think far. Like I'm thinking about it now. Like
You
I
think
had
they'll
it.
ask you and they why are guys the way they are?
Please ask them.
Harold is asking you why you guys, some of y'all, are the way you are. I'm sure he's speaking on behalf of some of the ladies in the comments too, because
Bro, why are you making guys have a bad picture, bro?
right,
Come on, for real. You guys just stop this stuff, bro.
it's the same. I mean, it's the same conversation as why. It's like saying something like, if you group everyone in the same category, that's like me going around and saying all white people are ignorant. Where not all of them are. I've met some really amazing individuals that have been heartwarming and
But the thing is, majority of those you meet
mhm.
are in that category,
Ask
and
me if
so
Ghana is a place and if Africa is a country. And I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But it's not right to group everyone based off of one interaction with one somebody. That's like
true.
saying all
That's
women
true.
cheat or all guys cheat because one person did. That's not
Did it?
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Or all people aren't kind hearted or everyone's evil. When you met maybe someone that like you can take the example of Adolf Hitler and say every German is Adolf Hitler, which is wrong.
Very wrong.
Completely wrong.
Very wrong.
Dieter Uchtdorf in the
In the
LDS
church?
church. Yeah. Nothing even close.
Perfect guy.
No,
No, I mean it's
not everyone's perfect, but
it's a
I get what you mean.
perfect example.
Yes. But yeah, that's like saying that everybody is the way in which your negative experience, which is not true.
Mm-hmm.
You can't group everyone like that. That's one thing I wish more people were more aware of in the world right now. You can't group everyone based off of one action from one individual.
That's true. That's so true. Like I feel like you shouldn't. I know like not it's not to seem that like we are perfect. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you've met a couple of people who behave in the same way and you kind of like categorizing them the same way, but it's not good then. You have to give the new people you meet a chance and everything. But I feel like because in this story, this guy really scarred this girl
I would imagine
because the girl was like her jacket, she couldn't wear it again
because he sniffed it.
because he sniffed it. She was like every time she sees that jacket, she remembers the guy.
I see. So she's traumatized.
Traumatized by it.
Hmm. I'm sorry.
She's not so traumatized that it's bad, but every time she doesn't want to even wear that jacket because
Right.
it's just like it's so much of a weird experience that you're like, what was this guy thinking?
Right.
And that's
You gotta do better, gentlemen. You do gotta
better.
do better because you're representing something bigger than yourself. Anytime you go somewhere that you're, say, the minority, for example, Ghanaian in Utah.
Yeah,
I'm a minority. You're Ghanaian in Utah, minority, right? Or African in a foreign land. You are representing, whether you want to or not, whether you choose to or not,
nope,
you are representing everyone back home from whoever you talk to
exactly,
at any given point.
exactly,
Because that's all they're gonna remember. Like,
exactly.
for example, your manners, your ethics, your morals, your values. If you share those in wherever you at and be authentic and genuine, that's what the person's gonna remember. They're not gonna remember what you wore. Maybe they will, because that goes to your personality, right? But they're not really gonna remember what you wore. They're probably gonna remember what you said more, especially if they had a real interaction with you. So, yeah, you just gotta remember. And if you're a dude in a nightlife setting Please, please, please.
Go with some friends.
Bro,
Go with some
because
friends.
you can go with some creepy dudes. You can go. All y'all can be birds. Birds of the same feather flock together.
That's true.
Sometimes they're like diamonds in the rough, obviously, but 9 times out of 10, if you a creep, you're probably hanging out with another creep,
Another creep.
right? So,
That's true.
what I was gonna say was, please, 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 think like this. If this was your daughter, would you want to wake up in the morning or have a phone call saying something has happened to her because some idiot doo-doo guy went and did or took advantage of her? Would you? No. So then don't do that. That's all. That's the way I think, personally. So yeah.
Because you're making all guys feel bad. Like
Not feel bad, we look bad.
We look bad.
Right.
And we become the criminals.
And the worst part is you probably scarred that individual so bad that she will never be able to look at love or look at a dude the same way. So whoever is the right guy for her later, I'm sure men, we don't care. We're not thinking that far ahead. But we're only thinking about what we got right now. Some guys think far ahead, but not majority of them. Moral of the story, 9 times out of 10, you're going to scar that individual so bad that whoever's meant to be with her is not going to be able to enjoy her in her healthiest or fullest state. Because I'm trying to say nice words. Because I swear I'm trying to say nice words. Because you just didn't know how to treat her in the moment.
No.
You can do better than that.
Better.
Your mama wants you to do better than that.
Yes,
so
sir.
You might as well just check yourself in the mirror.
Yes,
That's my advice to you.
So I think someone once said that every time you're about to approach a girl, approach the girl like you approach your mom. Approach a girl like you approach your mom.
Right.
So if you approach a girl with respect, like the way you approach your mom, and you don't go and say some crazy ass. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, we're gonna cut that. But you don't say some crazy stuff.
I know you speak French with we. It's rolling.
You don't say some crazy stuff.
Picture me rolling, bro.
You don't say some crazy stuff that she's gonna be like, wait, what did you say to me?
Right.
So as simple as shot, if you guys are approaching a girl, approach her like you approach your mom. Easy and simple.
Or approach her as you want your mom to be approached, or your daughter, or your potential future partner. Because regardless of you like doing all that kind of stuff, you don't want to be single forever. You don't want to be alone forever. Nope. I'm saying you have to at least one day show someone some level of respect.
Yeah.
You never know who you're meeting.
No.
Right? You never know who you're meeting. So might as well just approach and treat everybody with some sort of ample respect. Unless the girl just doesn't respect herself, even then you should respect her. But if she don't respect herself, then you shouldn't be indulging in conversation with that person anyway. That's my opinion.
Word. Anyway, we've been on this for a while. There are much more questions that we had in store for you guys. But time is up.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all coming in. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Appreciate you every single time.
Hopefully,
keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing. Please share with your friends, share with the mans.
Now what's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? Now what's up with you? What's up with you?
What?
What's up with you?
Nothing.
Nah, something's up with you. Like, what's going on?
It's late.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I bet you tired. I bet you I bet. Yeah.
Anyway, like, share, subscribe. We love you guys, and as always, to get our podcast. At least we don't have to get cancelled in this one. No, we'll get cancelled.
Bro, 2025, someone can cancel you for everything, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
We will holler at y'all next time.
See ya.
Like, subscribe, and if you want to, comment so that your mans or your sister, your homegirl may be able to see it.